Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to A Clash of Kings, and we are still here. We have actually still survived. As you can see by the date here, it has been, I think, around, shall we say, 30 days? Maybe a month, yes. And we are still here. I have survived, well, let's just say they haven't actually sieged Sweet Sister for whatever reason. They have raided Cod Town multiple times, but I really didn't have to interrupt them at all. Basically, all I needed to do was run off up the canal here, up the river, and recruit a huge amount of peasants from these surrounding northern villages. So I was very lucky indeed not to get trapped, and speaking of trapped, I was on my way back to Sweet Sister from having recruited, and of course buying some food and companions. Well, not buying companions, but I found a few companions, and I was coming down here, and there were two vassals waiting for me, so I was like, oh no, they've trapped me. So I had to run all the way up here, go around here, and they had eventually followed me around here, and luckily my pathfinding was high enough, which I had actually just leveled up from a fight, and it is now level 4, so we were thankfully fast enough to be able to get by them and head all the way down back to Sweet Sister, who had, by the way, a couple of vassals waiting here at the choke point. Now, you would think that you can actually navigate all the way around this lake here, but that is not the case. There are actually things stopping you from venturing past this particular area right here, so you do have to go this way down like so. Very difficult indeed to navigate, but as you can see, we do now have 284 units stationed here, and I think you can probably tell as well that we did have previously 150 or so prisoners stationed in the prison tower in Sweet Sister, and there's a very good reason for that. I made a few trips to White Harbor and thankfully found a ransom broker. Of course, if I didn't find a ransom broker, then we will have been able to sell them to this fellow here for a reduced price. But yes, as you can see, we do have a seneschal and also a castellan, and they deal with your recruits, your patrols, and so forth. I want to enlist a patrol. I don't know whether we really want to do that because I am a little short on cash, and they have slowly been starving me of cash. I am actually losing, I believe, 158 coins per day, but we have 2,800 in the treasury. I believe I was actually gaining 1,300 coins from each prisoner trip, so that was quite nice, but of course very risky at the same time. Now, what I have also done is found Belacquo and Drollo, and I've given them horses, and I gave Drollo quite a bit of new gear because he actually came to us with, well, let's just say not too good armor. Gave him this chainmail hauberk here and some splintered mail greaves, and of course the cracked kettle hat and the leather gloves, and also the shield as well. He came with the Dothraki axe and the Dothraki bow, and also the Dothraki courser, so that is wonderful. And of course, as you can see here, I did restock a little bit of our food as well. So, what we will be doing now with our 230 army size is getting ready to take Sisterton. Oh yes, now, if you guys would feel like potentially starting your own faction this early on is a little too premature, shall we say, then maybe it would be a rather good idea for us to potentially not restart, but to have a character that does not have any fiefs to his name. However, the House of Reformia does have a slight ring to it, so what I will be doing is cutting away, and we will be experiencing this episode together, and of course, once we return, we will be marching to war against the Three Sisters. So, I will see you soon. Okay, so we are now ready, and I have renamed our character, as many of you stated that Reformist is not a very good name for this series. So, we are now Darian Grimblood. I imagine that that's actually not a bad barbarian name. I was going for a barbarian, bloodthirsty warrior type name, but maybe that won't actually suit us either, but we'll see. I think that is actually not too bad. And as you can see by our army size, we are going to be heading on, and okay, well, that was not expected. I was expecting some Vale vassals, because they have been around here, and they're not entirely that powerful, so yes, I was actually very surprised. Okay, well, let us see what Lord Tristan Sunderland has to offer, and, he has some elites, but nothing really that we have to worry about, I don't think. Okay, we're going to be moving these Westerlands longbowmen up, and hopefully getting them into the fight a little bit earlier. And now we are going to be heading in. Oh no, he was too close. Okay, well, we are going to be fighting 309 instead of the 189 I saw there. A little strange that he was allowed to join so far away from the actual battle, but nevertheless, we are going to be heading in. I have faith in our troops that we will be able to pull this off. We do have a battle advantage of -2, but, aha, this battlefield favors us rather heavily, might I add, or at least I hope it does. Yes, let's slowly make our way over here. Let's get our cavalry over there. And how many archers do we have? I cannot actually tell at the moment. We have 28. Aha. Okay. Well, let us get them into a good position. That is quite a few enemies, isn't it? Yes. Oh no. Okay. So, let's see here. Okay, that's our infantry, that's our archers, that is hopefully fine. Let's move our infantry here, and then let's tell them to stand closer a little bit so that they can't use their cavalry against us. They don't actually have any cavalry by the looks of things, so we might have an advantage on that front. That's not too bad, if I do say so myself. And I think we are going to be telling our... not our infantry to follow us, no, thank you very much. Our cavalry to follow us, thank you, yes. There we go. Okay, so, wow, we have a huge amount of cavalry, I didn't know. That is quite nice. Okay. So, I suppose we are going to be goading them a little bit, shall we? Let's try to lure them into our deadly barrage of arrows. And be careful as well, because they do have some very accurate bowmen, as we know. So, yes, let's actually get a little bit back here, make sure that none of our cavalry die, and let's make sure that our archers are actually in range as well. Okay, I think that should be okay. Okay, I think that should be fine. And, yes. Belacquo, what are you doing? You are making a fool out of us in front of our enemies. Okay, well, I think I will probably do a good job at that, so yes, we don't need someone else doing it. And, it appears they want to try to get the upper ground over there. And I believe that fellow over there is their leader, potentially. Well, I suppose we are going to be attempting to go in soon enough, and I will be telling them to hold fire, as I don't want them to waste their arrows just yet. I'm unsure as to when the enemy will decide to charge in, though. So, let's just make sure that we are ready for it when it does indeed come to us. So, wow, we're actually getting shot at, aren't we? I think we might be. So, I think what we're going to do is fire at will for our archers. And move our infantry a little closer. Okay, I think we are probably going to be charging in now. Let's just do it. Why not? Charge our cavalry. I think over here, there's quite a few archers over here. Oh my. Yes, this is my point. Oh no. This is what I was worried about. Okay, well, they're not too valuable, those units, so I don't really mind if some of them are taken out. And we just have to make sure that we take out as many of them as we... ouch. Okay, yes. As many of them as we ouch, but never mind, we will be fine. I can fight as an infantryman, why not? And where are our archers? They're actually in the fray here! I didn't charge them in! Oh no. Oh well. I think maybe they can fire at will? Yes, they can fire at will. I was, a little puzzled why they actually went into melee there. Okay, that is probably a command fault on my part right there, but yes, never mind. We should be okay to actually survive this. And where are the enemy's reinforcements? Ah, they're coming in from over in that direction, so we need to watch out for them. Now, we have already killed 78 of theirs, we have lost 30 of ours, but they are mostly, or at least I hope mostly, a low-level unit. Ow! How dare you! I am Darien Grimblood. How dare you try to attack me right there. Okay, we should be fine, and now we are going to be telling all of our units to hold position here. Hopefully they will mop up the rest of their units, and we have also received reinforcements, so that is great. If we can take these guys out, I think we'll have a very easy time of actually taking Sisterton. And, ow, that really was not meant to happen right there. Yes, I did not mean to take that much damage. How unfortunate. Okay, archers over there on the hill. And we will get ready for an additional charge. And let's go. They seem to be coming in at a very disorganized fashion, shall we say. And not entirely sure whether that is actually going to help them out too much. However, they have just received more reinforcements, so that's not too good. Come on, yes, thank you very much, Knight. You helped me out there. Oh yes, they're helping me rather considerably here. That is nice. Oh no, he's actually running away. How dare you, archers, get him. Yes, there we are. Okay, I think that is going to be fine. Or at least I hope so. Okay, yes, I think we are fine. That is not too bad, if I do say so myself. And we will just tell everyone to hold that position. And let's make sure that we can, well, let's just advance 10 paces and get our archers in a good position as well. Let's get them over here so they have clear line of sight. And we will then tell our cavalry once again to charge in, and our infantry. And I will join them as well. Let us do it, fellows, for the might of the House of Reformia. Oh yes. Come on, take him down, come on. Yes. We will be able to take a huge amount of prisoners after this, I would think. And we are continuing to lose our man-at-arms. That is not too good. Okay, well, we've lost some of our cavalry units' horses, but I am pretty sure they're still alive, so that's always good. And come on, take him down. Yes, don't get taken out by an archer, that would be embarrassing. Let's do it. Come on, archers, are you continuing to fire? It seems some of them have actually run out of arrows, potentially? Not too sure on that just yet. Oh no, don't go running in just yet, no! Come back, fellows! Oh well, yeah, I think they can do some fleeting damage there, and then they'll come back. Yes, that seems to be a better idea. And now let's get our archers over here as well. Okay, charge in, guys! Oh yes. Take him down. And I will be switching to my huge two-handed mace and doing some damage like this. Oh yeah. There we go. That's actually not bad at all. It's quite effective, I must admit. Wow. I was not expecting it to be this effective. And maybe it's not that effective because they are appearing to actually have arrows, of course, and I don't have a shield out, so that made me a little weaker, but I was expecting our forces to very well defend me. So, yes, they did a great job. I will be commending them all and giving them all additional mead in the tavern when we arrive at Sisterton and conquer it for ourselves. That sounds like a good idea. And only one enemy remains. We have lost 38 units to death and 41 to wounds, but I don't think many of the ones that we lost to death were, well, not too valuable. However, I think I did actually see quite a few very high tier units, or at least the highest tier units I have available to me. And it's just unfortunate that these cavalry units cannot catch up to them because we do not have a horse. I think one of our units still has a horse, so that is okay, but yeah, it would be nice to potentially take him out and end this charade. Oh, I see what's happened. It's trees! Okay, well, it appears a Stormlands Knight was able to catch up with him and end this battle with our victory. So, we've lost 13 Northern Pikemen, which are the probably the lowest level units we have. And then we've, of course, lost a couple of knights. Unsullied, ouch, that has got to hurt. And some mercenary units. Oh, we lost 6 Westerlands longbowmen. That's not too good. Obviously, that is my mismanagement of the archers when they went into melee. So that is my bad. And we killed 13. Well, we wounded 13, because we like to take prisoners, of course. And we can now take the leader of the Three Sisters, or at least I think he is the leader, prisoner. We will be doing that. Okay. So, yes, that is fine, and we will be taking this fellow as well. I basically just want to prevent them from defending any of their other strongholds, so hopefully that will help us out quite a bit. So, elite archers... Or retainers. I think retainers are probably going to be more expensive to sell. Yeah, well, that will do it. And we have 128 of our own units remaining. A couple of them actually do need to level up as well, so that is great. And we acquired a bonus item, which appears to be better than what we were wearing before, so that is great. We can actually give this chainmail hawbook to one of our other companions. That sounds good to me. Okay, so yes, that's fine. Let our companions take the rest. And there we go. Wow, I was not expecting to do so well against such an overwhelming force right there, but yes, at least we prevailed when it counted the most. Wow, okay. This is actually making me bankrupt. Okay, so I think we might actually need to head back in here and manage the garrison. Let's put these fellows in here. There we go, and this is where it becomes a little difficult. As you can see, I only have 5 coins, so we will be heading over to our treasury and withdrawing some funds. Oh yes. Withdraw. We do have 2.8k, so we should be fine to take out 1,000, I suppose. That should be enough. There we are. And now let's just see here. Stormlands Knights, Sergeants, Longbowmen, Veteran Man-at-Arms, and that's it. Okay, that's good. We do have only 500 coins remaining, so this isn't too good. And Darien now needs to level up. Oh yes. So this is where it becomes a little difficult to decide, because I was wondering whether I should increase my charisma a little bit so that we can get more leadership eventually, but then I thought to myself, well, if you can't fight, then that would be slightly, I don't know. Interesting. I don't know what to go for. Trainer, perhaps? Shield, power throw, power draw. I think just going for strength would probably help us out at the moment. Give us more HP. Yeah, let's just go with that for now. And let's just increase our two-handed weapon proficiency a little bit as well, because of course we do have that mace that we can potentially use. And I think we will be increasing... no, not tactics. We'll be increasing our... what? Very tricky. I think Trainer would probably come in handy eventually, so let's just go for one in that. It does stack with Companion's Trainer after all, so why not? Okay, so there we are. Who thought we were actually going to do that? Not me, that's for sure. Okay, we are going to be waiting here for some time, and I suppose I will cut away for this just in case we... oh my. Well, this is what you guys were actually talking to me about in the comments, and telling me that the Vale has a huge amount of vassals, as they obviously do here. So this might actually be the 4th part of the special feature, potentially, and then the new series will begin anew, I suppose, and we will do as one of you suggested, which was to join a vassal's army as a regular soldier and spend a little bit of time like that. That sounds like a rather... oh, interesting. Subject. They left. That is very strange. Yes, I did actually make a stop off at Storm's End as well to gather some funds, and now of course it has reverted back to its normal state. And that was very strange. All of those Vale vassals appearing out of nowhere and sieging Cod Town and then leaving. That is, yeah, very puzzling to me. I really thought they were going to attack us and probably destroy us, so that was strange. Okay, I think I will be taking practically everyone I can for this, and we will be marching onward. So let us head on to Sisterton and see whether the vassals of the Vale are still around. Okay, so let's head on. I have a feeling that they're going to be around the corner here. In the ocean? Yes, there's one. He's running away from us. And who's that? Honorable man? It's fine. Okay. He appears to be completely running away from us. Shall we engage upon him? It seems that that might actually be a good idea. However, Sisterton is now, yeah, reinforced with that fellow's troops. Huh. Well, it appears that Sisterton is now off limits, but maybe Little Sister is not. So we are going to be traveling over there. We have to be very cautious, though, of Sweet Sister becoming under siege, because they can probably take that incredibly quickly. And, oh, he's leaving. He's traveling to Oldcastle by the looks of things. Maybe he will make a stop off at Sweet Sister, so we have to be worried about that. Oh my, yes he is. Okay, we are going to be heading back, of course. Ah, how dare they. Okay. Oh, okay, only 2 vassals. This appears to be our battle to win. Oh yes. He is a vassal and the Lord of Rothermont Hall. They say you are a most valiant warrior. I can only hope that your honor and mercy matches your valor. Oh yes, I wish to make peace. You are a lord without a master. No king in this world would accept a lasting peace. Ugh, how dare you. Okay, well, we will be taking him on. And we have 230 troops against their 196. So let us actually see how this goes. And we are on the same battlefield, so we might have good luck here. And it appears they do have some cavalry units. So let us get our archers rather far back, get our infantry to hopefully lessen the blow against them, and we will tell them to stand closer as well. Let's get our cavalry over there on the hill, and it appears they're basically just charging in their cavalry straight into us. That is, well, not what I would do, I suppose. However, they do seem to have some very high levels. Oh no. Oh wow, we actually killed one of their horses already. Very quick indeed. I think that probably was a mistake for them to do that. Okay, I will be charging in our cavalry now, charging in our infantry. Let's get our archers a little closer to their main body of units, and we will take the fight to them. Let's do it. There we are. Oh wow, an elite Vale man-at-arms. He went down in one shot, not bad. However, I think some of these, yes, these Vale sergeants, they're going to be a little more difficult to take out. But thankfully, we have a rather overwhelming amount of cavalry units as well. So we do need to actually take note of that when we make sure whether we can win an engagement. And are our archers still doing damage? That is all I want to know. I'm going to move them a little bit closer just so I can make sure that they are. Do some fleeting damage to some units on the side here. There we are. And wow, look at all that dust. That dust is being kicked up by absolutely everything on the field at the moment. Oh yes. Okay, so infantry, hold position. Cavalry, come back here. And let's get our archers a little closer to the action for our next charge. There we are. Okay. Well, shall I say, my initial plan was to begin the first part of Clash of Kings series here, and then to continue onward with the House of Reformia and hopefully prevail against all odds, as we are hopefully currently doing, and then eventually expanding our empire to incorporate the whole Three Sisters Islands, but as it stands, not entirely sure whether that will be successful, as you can see by the huge amount of casualties we are currently sustaining, because they do have a rather large amount of, well, spearmen, and they're able to do huge amount of damage to our cavalry units, which is not entirely pleasant. So, yeah, so that was my initial plan, to actually start the series here, and then we would, of course, continue onward like that. Now, I'm not entirely sure whether you guys would like that. Would you like the fact that we have started our own faction this soon? Or would you prefer that we work our way up from being a lowly man and becoming a emperor of sorts, and eventually joining a faction, becoming a vassal and so forth, and doing all of that? Or would you prefer it this way? So yes, please let me know in the comments, because I'm thinking I'll probably make this part 4 of the special feature, and just so you know, this was intended to be the first part, so do not worry, there is going to be a series, just a matter of determining what kind of series we are going to be having. So I think this is rather entertaining. However, fighting as a regular soldier in a vassal's army is also quite fun to do, so I am happy with either one. It's up to you guys. So we have 15 renown from that fight, which is going to help us out quite a bit. And we took out 196 of the Vale's vassals. Now, we are continuing to lose quite a few units in the process. 6 mounted sergeants were killed in that last engagement, which is not too fun, and they were able to escape on top of that. So, yeah, let's just say, not very happy with that engagement. However, we were able to win, so I suppose that is, well, the best that it can be. And I think we will let our... oh wait, hardened leather gloves! Oh my, I really shouldn't get so excited over hardened leather gloves, but I do. Okay, that's fine. Let all our companions collect the rest. There we are. We do still have 215 of our own units still here, and we defended Sweet Sister quite nicely. So let's put all these in the garrison there. And what I would love to do is head over to White Harbor and sell. So I am going to be attempting this. And as you can see, that is the path you have to take, you see. You have to go this way around here, and oh, it's very, very risky indeed. So I will be cutting away, and let's just hope Sweet Sister does not become under siege while I am away. So I will see you soon.